So today we're going to be talking all about relationships. We're going to dive into the current state of your relationship, any past influences that may have brought your relationship to this current state, and what possible outcomes you have available to you regarding your relationship. And when we're talking about relationships today, I want to clarify this is going to be for romantic relationships. So this can be your spouse, your partner, maybe it's somebody that you've just started seeing. Whoever that special person is to you right now, that is who I want you to be thinking about when you take a look at our decks today. So I want you to go ahead, take a look at the decks. This one here has a beautiful amber heart pendant on it. This deck has a sterling silver pendant. And then this one has a beautiful heart rose quartz. So don't overthink it, just go ahead and pick whichever one kind of jumps up at you. That's going to be your deck. And we're going to go ahead and call this Group A, Group B, and Group C. So let's get started. We're going to go with Group A to start. I'm going to move these guys out of the way for now. Okay, Group A. So just take a deep breath, and I want you to go ahead and just relax. Spirit, what messages do you have for Group A regarding their romantic relationships? Maybe a card representing the past, please. Okay, Page of Wands. A card representing the current situation, please. Four of Wands. Oh, I'm so happy. I love it. And a card representing the most likely outcome or the most likely near future if all things remain the same. Just shot right out. We've got the Queen of Wands. Beautiful, guys. All right, let's dive into this. So, for the recent past, you have the Page of Wands. To me, this person is kind of like a wanderer. She has a spark of creativity. She's like at the beginning of this passionate journey. So very much appropriate for a past card. So I feel like this is more of a distant past than it is of a recent past. So I think this could be representing you before you met your significant other. Almost like hoping and praying and possibly trying to manifest this person into your life. You're using your creative manifestation powers. That's what I think. That's what I feel like is coming through for me right now regarding this card. Currently, I mean, what better card could you possibly get? Look how gorgeous. Everything is stable within your home life, within your domestic life. Things are happy. You're very much in love, very much loving each other. And there's a really great sense of safety, security, and stability in your current relationship. So congratulations, because I think that's what we all strive for, isn't it? So beautiful card to have for the present. The future has me slightly concerned for you. So here we have the Queen of Wands. She's certainly standing in her own power. She's a very powerful woman. Beware of this energy. Sometimes it can throw things off balance with this one. So sometimes if we are standing too much in our feminine, we might throw things off balance here. So it's really important that you just be mindful. Be mindful of your actions, be mindful of how you're treating other people. Wands can be a bit of a forceful card. It's very much like creativity and has like fire and passion. So just be mindful of that going forward. Not necessarily a negative card, I would say, but just a bit of a caution for you there. I'm going to pull an oracle card for you as well, Group A. We're going to use the Forest cards today. Spirits, is there any other messages you want to give to Group A regarding their romantic relationships, please? Oh, all right. Spirit Guardian of Spring. spring, an activation card. Ooh, this is good. So with spring right around the corner, there is going to be another spark offered into your relationship, and it's going to breathe new life, new vitality into your relationship, which is already quite happy. So this is a wonderful reading for you, Group A. Let me know down in the comments if you find that this is accurate for you. I always love hearing from you guys and finding out what you thought of the reading. And if you would like some more clarity on this or to dive a little bit deeper, you can always reach out to me as well, and we can do a private session just for you. Okay. Group B with the beautiful sterling silver pendant. All right. Spirit, please some messages for Group B regarding their romantic relationships. We would like a card representing the past, please, regarding their romantic relationship current right now. A little too many there. Okay. Ooh, King of Pentacles. All right. A card representing the present, please. The World. That's another really positive card for Group B. And the most likely outcome, please, if all things remain the same, Spirit, regarding their relationship. Four of Cups, okay. So Group B, I have a feeling that this one is actually calling to like the characteristics of your partner. So the King of Pentacles is very grounded. It's very much like earth energy. He's very practical, okay? So very practically minded, very much about like the here and now grounded sort of energy. Currently, regarding your relationship, you guys are on top of the world. Another excellent, excellent card for your group. Basically, you are, I feel like this is a call to like a very long-term relationship. Like you've been through the ups and downs together, you've worked things out, and now things are like stable, and you've learned most of what you're going to learn from each other on your life path, and you guys are stable and doing really well. In the future, we have the Four of Cups. So you can see the dreamy quality of this guy. He's got all these beautiful gifts right here, but yet he's just kind of daydreaming and he's drifting off and he's kind of hoping for more. So to me, this is saying that possibly a bit of your spark has been lost. Again, likely due to the long-term relationship that we're looking at here. So because you guys have kind of been through the ups and downs and you've reached the full accomplishment, I guess, of having this beautiful, stable, loving relationship, you may be looking for something a little bit more. So I'm not saying that you're looking for something outside of your relationship, but perhaps there's a way that you can think about breathing new life into your relationship. Okay, so let's think about a little bit outside of the box. How can you guys learn something new together? That's probably one of the best things that you could do, is to go out, figure out something that you guys maybe both want to learn or that you're both curious about, and then learn that together. Couples who learn together tend to be very, very happy in their relationships. That's my advice to you. And let's see what advice Spirit has for you. For your group, I'm being guided to use our fairy cards. So Spirit, please, any other messages for our beautiful Group B today regarding their romantic relationship? Awakening your true self. That's a good one. I love this for you guys. So there is something underneath the surface that you have not necessarily paid attention to possibly over these years. And so I want you guys to kind of take a minute for yourself, do a bit of a meditation, or even just relax. You know that state of mind that you can get right before you go to sleep? It's where you're kind of drifting off and you're in between sleep and awake. That's this frame of mind I want you to be in. And I want you to just kind of ask yourself, what is it that I need to bring forward? And your guides will give you that answer. Sometimes it'll come in a dream. Sometimes it'll come, like I said in many of my other videos, just when you're like mindlessly doing a task. So whether it's sweeping or running errands or whatever mundane chore you have to do, that is when the ideas will flow, because your conscious mind is kind of turned down a little bit or turned off. So there's something within you that should be awakened in order to bring back a bit of a spark, so that rather than daydreaming and thinking about, oh, I wish things were like this, you can actually manifest that for yourself and create it. And I have a feeling that this guy here, or this lady here who embodies this sort of energy, the other person in your life, is going to be really open to your true self and to that hobby or to that pastime that maybe you have forgotten or you have yet to awaken. And I think that's really going to bring a lot of life and breathe a lot of joy in for you guys coming into spring. All right, so group C, let's take a look at what Spirit has for guidance for you today. And this was the group with the beautiful rose quartz heart pendant. This is the Rider-Waite tarot deck, and it's like the original tarot deck. So all of the imagery is very traditional. Not super beautiful, I find, for myself, but it's very accurate nonetheless, and I do still enjoy using this kind of a deck, this traditional style. All right, so I'm just gonna settle for a minute here. Group C. Group C, Spirit, what messages do you have for Group C regarding their romantic relationships, please? If we could have a card just for some context, maybe regarding the past, that would be fantastic. The Empress, love that. Okay, and Spirit, the state of current affairs, please, with their romantic relationship. How are things looking currently for Group C? Oh, we'll let that one out. Okay, bit of conflict here for you guys. And if all things remain the same, Spirit, what is the outcome looking like regarding this conflict between Group C and their partners, please? Hierophant. Okay, lots of good information here. All right, so Group C, the past, the Empress, isn't she beautiful? This is divine feminine energy. So I think this really has to do with the female in the relationship. This is just fully embodied, fully in her power, in her feminine glory. And this is before the relationship began. Okay. Now, right now in the relationship, you are seeing a bit of a clash. You're constantly on defense. You're like battling for your right or your will to be this person still. So it feels like you're always on the defense. See how he's just like teetering on the cliff and he has all these wands coming after him. So there's a lot of conflict, likely due to miscommunication, but it's very passionate and fiery conflict as well. So you guys probably have a lot of passion in all areas of your relationship. So that to me screams that when it's good, it's really good. And when it's bad, it can be a little frightening, certainly off-putting, certainly unsettling. So there's some communication that you guys are going to need to work on, so that you're not always feeling like you're having to defend yourself, like you're always just like having to, I want to say like prove yourself or prove your point, to be able to just stand in your own power without feeling like you have to defend yourself or to say why you're allowed to do that. Okay, so my goal for you is to get you back to feeling more like this, whether that's in this relationship or not. And then the outcome, if all things remain the same, remember we always have free will. I have the image of the Hierophant. So this guy, what he's all about is he is about bringing the divine, bringing spirit, information, messages, and transmuting that or transforming that into philosophy that humans can understand. And so that's kind of the imagery here that you see with this religious figure. The Hierophant is also about following rules. Okay, so it could be that spirit is asking you to develop maybe like a set of rules of engagement, right? So whenever you're having conflict, this is allowed, this isn't allowed, this is what makes me feel triggered, this is how I want to be spoken to, this is how we should be dealing with our feelings. So setting up rules of engagement could be in your future in order to maintain the relationship, to keep it going. Let's pull an oracle card for you guys as well. So Spirit, please, any additional information you can provide for Group C regarding the conflict in their current romantic relationship, please. Rise above the problems. How appropriate is that? Oh, I just love Spirit. They're just always like so on the nose. Rise above your problems. Remember your divine self. Okay? You're not trapped here. You don't have to be trapped here. And there are ways that you can deal with it within the relationship, and there are certainly ways that you can deal with it by possibly saying goodbye to this relationship. If it's just too much work, if it's just not quite, if the cons outweigh the pros, then perhaps it's time to move on. For more clarity around that, if you need help making a decision, I can certainly do a personal spread for you where we could dive really deep into how this problem came to be, how he feels about the whole thing, what caused this to begin with, and if there is a way that you can save the relationship, and whether or not that is in your best interest, or his best interest, or your partner's best interest. So please, if you're feeling a little bit unsettled by this, reach out to me and I can certainly walk you through that and help you through this time, because changes are difficult, aren't they? So thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you would like to reach out, please do so. My number is 780-995-3062. I'll put contact information around this post as well. And until next time, I wish you guys nothing but love and light, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.